Hey y'all, hey, how's everyone doing? Happy Friday 13th, y'all. Y'all, I completely forgot it was Friday 13th. If y'all see my page, I posted like my morning thing that I always post, like happy Friday. I think I did Friday today. Because I woke up, and I was like, hey, it's Friday. Not that it really, in my world, in my career, it really doesn't make a hill of beans if it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. It just doesn't matter. But I just woke up extra today, and I was like, it's Friday, y'all. I get on, and I was doing all my posts, and I was doing things, and all of a sudden, my time or my I don't know if y'all have these, but this is a Fitbit, and it'll tell me get up, chubby girl, get to walking. It'll tell me that. It'll tell me that. I mean, that's what it says in my head. So, anyway, it went off, and I looked down and I said, "Oh my God!" It says Friday 13, and I was like, "Oh, what?" Y'all, that was my favorite movie growing up. Favorite movie. I liked scary movies. I liked them. So, anyway, thank y'all for hopping on this Friday 13th. Y'all, I'm literally freezing. Wore this tonight because it's real. I wore this today because it's real, y'all. It's freezing. And freezing to death. So anyway, thank y'all for hopping on. I hope y'all are all bundled down. And listen, on a serious note, for anybody that was affected, I live in Georgia. I live in northwest Georgia. And it kind of went right under us in an area that several of my friends live in. It's where we moved to when we first moved here, and it was hit hard, Griffin. And I know Selma was hit hard. I know in my Kentucky family, there was some tornadoes up there. So listen, anyone who was affected by these storms and everything going on, know that my thoughts and prayers are with each and every one of y'all. Devastating, to say the least. So anytime anything like this happens, is absolutely devastating. So know that my heart is broken for anyone who has suffered at all. So I'm with you guys. But so driving through a storm today. Girl, I know, Natalie. Listen, on my way home last night, I know. I was driving through that storm on the way home from Carrollton, and I was like, oh my goodness, I got to get home. Like, I drove the back way, and I told Jim today, I said, that was kind of dumb on my part, because that's the bad way. That's the way with all the trees and stuff. Crazy. All right, y'all, so listen, we're going to do a bit of a romantic piece, if you would. Let me pull me up here so I can see comments, y'all. I know, we're going to do a little romantic piece on Friday 13th. Yeah. Get y'all a little bit of a Valentine mood, maybe. Anyway, I think this is really cute. Hey, Brandy, how are you, girl? So, you guys, this is a little box that I picked up at a yard sale. I either picked it up at a yard sale, thrift store, I don't know. If you guys have been with me a while, you've seen me make this over. It was painted, it had some flowers on it. It was really cute. I painted it and I stenciled it, and I thought it was great. And I actually had some, I put some other jars in there with my roses, and I had it in my room for quite a while. I wanted to redo it. I had taken it down and put something else up, and I decided, hey, let's make this over. So I sanded it down a while back and put it in there to the never-ending story of craftness in there. I found it today, and I thought, let me do this. So, if you're just hopping on, my name is Shonda, and y'all, again, thanks for hopping on, and thanks for joining me on this Friday crazy night. Yes, Natalie, all is well, girl. All right, so we're going to use this really pretty transfer. I have had it for a long time. I want to think that it is one of the first transfers that I got last year when I joined Chalk Couture, because I have a thing for the infinity symbol. I actually have one over my bed that I had made that has my husband's name in it in cursive, my name's on the bottom, and the date that we got married in it. And I also have a big wall that I had where had clocks on it where it's a moment of time, something that's meant by a moment of time. And it was the time we got married, one of the clocks And then all three of my children each had a clock in the time they were born. So it was like a stop. And above that, I painted an infinity on the wall and had our marriage year in it. So infinity means a lot to me, but I thought this was really super cute. We're going to crackle tonight, y'all. We're going to crackle this, and we're going to use this stencil, and I'm going to use these jars that I've had. Hey, Jess, how are you, girl? Oh, Linda. Hey, girl, from Chicago. Is it chilly there, too? Well, I know. Never mind. Never they mind. Chicago's always chilly. In the summer, it's really nice. Still got a breeze, though, it seems like, but I know y'all are really cold up there. But so, y'all, I have a bunch of these jars, right? I had a ton of ball jars, and a friend of mine's little girl wanted a Paris birthday party, so I made her a cake, and we went all out in the Paris theme. I know, Jess. I wonder why. Maybe it's the time I'm going on. I don't know. Who knows? You know, life's busy and y'all got a baby, so that could be it. Y'all tired. Y'all say, I gotta go to bed. So, y'all, these were already painted with this gorgeous teal color. I'm going to dry brush them. I want to tone that down a bit, okay? My room is more of a mint greenish color, so I want to tone this down, but I kind of want this behind it. So I'm just going to dry brush it, and I'm going to use my plaster, Waverly Chalk plaster. And yeah, let's get busy, y'all, because we've got quite a bit to do. Now, I'm going to use my favorite wax, Waverly Wax, in Antique. And hey, y'all, don't ever throw away your little piece of paper that they wrap your breakables in at Hobby Lobby or wherever. Reuse them, reuse them. All right, so y'all, let's get this stained. And so it can be drying, and chat and see how everyone's doing. So y'all, I like to put it on like this, okay? And then I'm just going to take a baby wipe and just rub it in. That's the way I like to do it. However y'all like to do it that way, but this is how I like to do it. And I am going to, like I said, I'm going to crackle this. Haven't crackled something in a while, and I thought this would be really pretty to do that with. And I was going to do the ballerina slipper under it, which is that really pretty pink color. But again, I absolutely love this color stain. And I think with the, I'm going to crackle the plaster over top of it. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, those storms, y'all, that was wild. That was crazy. I'm like, how does this happen? And then, yeah, today, you know, again, I'm in Georgia, you know, North Georgia. I mean, we had snow. Flurries, okay? Flurries. I mean, I'm not going to get wild with it. But it was still flurries, and I was like, how was it yesterday that it was almost 70 degrees? This weather, y'all, it makes absolutely no sense. It really stresses me out. Stresses me out. What does that mean to crackle? So to crackle is a technique. It makes it look antiqued. It kind of makes it look aged. It looks like your paint is crackling literally off. So I think I've done it before on a live. I cannot remember. I think I did. Oh, I think I did, y'all. I'm not really worried about the bottom. This is going on a, and I left my feet black. I had painted them black before, and I'm going to leave them black. I'm fine with that. I think it'll be fine. This is going on a side table that's low in my sitting area in my room, so I'm not really worried about it. And I'll do the top in just a second. I just didn't want that. So to crackle, you know, you want whatever your base coat, whatever your base color, that is the part that's going to come through on the crackle technique. I just use Elmer's glue. I know some people use other stuff. I've had the most success with Elmer's glue. So that's what I use. Okay, I think we're good, y'all. And I'm just going to take a paper towel just kind of wipe off any big spots because I want this to dry. Y'all didn't want to spend the night with me, did you? All right, then I'm going to do the top. And y'all, this is like just a little, it's kind of really a cheaply made box, but I bought it for like 50 cents when I bought it. And I just thought it would be, it's solid wood, so I know that I can sand it down and redo it 50 million times if that's what I want to do. So just know that any time that y'all have anything like that, listen, redo it. You get sick of something, repurpose it, refurbish it. Okay, so that's what I wanted, okay? And the inside I had painted before, so we're just going to set that over here. Let's put this back on here, get it out of our way. Y'all, my nose is going to run off down here because it's a little chilly. Y'all, I'm going to show you my pants real quick too, look. Y'all, they're this thick. They're so thick, I feel like I have like a snowsuit on. They're so warm. I was like, this is what I need in my life right now. I need this because I'm cold. They're the thickest pants ever. I can't ever sleep in them because, y'all, they really are too thick and you burn up. But I do love to just be down here in them, you know, in the dungeon where it's frigid in the winter. And, you know, in the summertime, you know, I might have to put bikini bottoms on. You never know. Brandy girl, I was over it literally day 2. Day 2. Day 2 of winter, I was done. Okay, y'all, so these, I'm just going to dry brush, okay? Dry brush to tone down this teal. Now, I spray painted these. These things have been around the block. I've actually used them in a couple of different parties, but you can kind of see a little bit cracking off or peeling off. But y'all, the paint that I use, I just used, I don't know, it was just spray paint. I don't even know where I got it. My friend may have bought it somewhere. I don't know, because I did it for her. Brandy, me too, girl. I don't do well in the winter. I don't do well in the winter. It's not my thing. I don't love it. I don't do well. Okay, so to dry brush, I did just buy this big fluffy brush at the Dollar Tree, y'all. So to dry brush, all you literally do is take, yes, Natalie, me too, girl. Me too. Me too. I want to take down my Christmas decorations and go lay in the sun. That's what I want to do. That's what I need to do in my life. So, y'all, I just take dry brush, okay? It's not wet. Little bit of my paint in it. Just dab it in. Then you just dab off most of it. Crazy. And I just do it on a paper towel. Just dab it off. And then take whatever you're going to work with and literally just go over it, okay? I'm going to go over this one a little bit more because I do want to tone down so much of that color, but I want it to still show through, y'all. So whenever you're dry brushing, just know whatever color is the base coat on the bottom is coming through. That is the color that's coming through. And this is gorgeous. This kind of brings out whatever's on your jar or whatever's, you know, which I just like this. Now, I am going to also sand it a little bit because I think it would be pretty to have the glass part showing through as well. It kind of is a darker color. I don't know. That's just me. So, you know, y'all can do it however you want. I'm not really going to do the bottom because it really just doesn't matter and it's harder to dry. But, so here's what we've got, okay? So it's really like an antiquing, let's put a little more right here. That's a little too much. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to sand off, like I said, in the areas, I'm going to sand it off. Isn't that pretty? I love, y'all know I love creams. You know, I'm a cream person. I'm not a white. But this would also be pretty if you have the white colors that you love. This would also be gorgeous. But teal is just a pretty color. And teal actually could be you know, summer, winter, and fall. Wait. Summer, winter, fall, spring. There we go. I thought I said autumn for a second. I had to stop. Had to stop for a second, y'all. All right. Oh, so y'all, let me ask y'all, everyone who's on here. And listen, thanks everybody for to sprinkling this out. That means to spread the love, to hit that SHARE button. Thank y'all so much. It definitely helps my page, and it has helped so much. Okay, got that one done. Okay, so we're done with that. Simple, simple. Oh, I'm going to use this again, so I'm just going to put that there. Then we are going to, I'm going to make sure this is good and dry. So let's dry this good. Hey, Michelle, how are you, girl? Girl, did you get your animals done? So listen, y'all, I was going to ask anybody if they've had this happen. I thought it was just me tonight. So Honey came to help me with some heavy boxes I had to take to UPS. You know, I have an Amazon store. So he came and helped me at my warehouse today and helped me. And so he came by and I was like, listen, I really don't want to cook. I've cooked every single night this week. I'm about over it. I'm not a cook. I hate cooking. Hate it with a passion. And I've told y'all it's because I have a husband that has a 5-year-old palate. It's not very fun to cook when you got to cook for a 5-year-old every single night that's almost 50. Hey, Way. Oh, Michelle, gosh, that's terrible, girl. I don't think I've ever had pink eye. I think one of my kids maybe, or maybe 2 of my kids did, but I've never had it. Anyway, so he came by, and I'm gonna have to get the Big Daddy out. This gotta be dry. When you're crackling, you really want this dry. And this wax takes a little bit. So we decided to go out to eat, y'all, and I've been wanting pizza all day long. In fact, if he would have waited just, you know, like 15 minutes because he surprised me, I was gonna order Pizza Hut because I love Pizza Hut. Anyway, so he gets there and I said, listen, I want pizza. So we have this place, local place that we love to go. It's great. It's, you know, it's family owned. It's not a chain or anything like that. And so I said, let's go there. We went there. He got his little pizza. I got mine. So listen, the only thing we ate alike was the pizza sauce and the pizza crust because he got different meats except for pepperoni. Then, we got these little garlic knot balls. Then he got wings, which I didn't eat any. So really, that's all we ate alike, right? The garlic knots, the pizza crust, the pepperoni, and the sauce. That would have been the only things. So we're in the car on the way home, or on the way to my warehouse to pick up his truck, and I was like, Jim, I'm having some palpitations. You just gotta do that, you know? Oh, Michelle, I'm sorry, girl. Man, that is terrible. Yeah, you know when you want the pizza, girl, you want the pizza. Okay, this is all dried up. We're good. So I told him, I said, Jim, I'm having some heart palpitations. Like my heart was going flutter. You know, it feels like it's fluttering. It's weird. So y'all, I was like, what in the world? I don't really panic too much over stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, it'll stop. Probably anxiety or who knows. You know, you never know. I'm almost 50. Who knows? So the whole way home, I kept feeling that way. And I thought, maybe it's because, you know, I had had an Alani Nu. If y'all know what an Alani Nu is, you know, it's a caffeinated drink, right? It's a caffeine drink. So I had one of those before he picked me up. So again, I thought that was it. That's right, Natalie. Oh man, Michelle, that's terrible. So, I thought, okay, we're good. So we pick up his car, we leave, you know, and I don't complain really about it too much. That's it. All right, y'all. So here's the deal. This is Elmer's school glue. Okay, you can also use the cheap Dollar Tree kind, whatever. All you're gonna do is you're gonna put. I'm gonna do one side at a time. Okay. The more glue, or the thicker, I should say, the glue, the bigger the crackle, okay? So the larger the crackle, I should say. So if you want small, like thin crackle, and it's going to make sense once I show you if you've never seen the technique before. Once I show you what it looks like, it'll make sense. But if you want thin crackle, then you just want a thin layer of glue. No big deal. Okay, so that's, I'm going to leave it just like that. We're going to do one side, like I said, at a time. And then while that's wet, we're going to grab our plaster again. Let me find another paintbrush. So yeah, y'all, I was having them palpitations. So I'm on my way home and I'm still having them. Okay, y'all, plaster, okay? Right over the top. I know, crazy. Right over the top while it's wet. Okay, just get it in there. And I like to, you don't want to mess with it too much, okay? Once you kind of do it, you kind of need to leave it alone. Just like that, okay? And I'm going to do like that because I don't want that all on the top. Okay, so here's what we got so far. So I literally painted on the school glue, okay, over top of the dry wax. Then you're going to crackle it, okay? And I'm probably just going to crackle the two sides so that you guys don't have to wait, because I'm not going to do anything on the ends, but I am going to use my transfer on the big sides. Oh, it's okay. I will, Jess, I'm going to actually paint it. I just want to get the glue off of it. So that's actually just paint. It'll be okay. So anyway, y'all, yeah, so I had heart palpitations. Ooh, let's turn this down, y'all. We bubbling. I had it on 650. Let's turn it down a little bit. Let's turn her down. So I get home thinking, okay, no big deal. Everything's good, y'all. You know, still having palpitations, but no big deal. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm probably just anxious over something. Who knows? You know, the world's in shambles. And my heart broke. Lisa Marie Presley passed away. And I, you know, just things like that really do bother me. They really do. So I come home and we're sitting on the couch because I was like not feeling great for a minute. All of a sudden, y'all, Jim says, Shonda, now listen, I only told him the one time that I just said my heart's fluttering. And that was it. And that was on the way home. Never said it again. All of a sudden, he's sitting there and he goes, Shonda, I'm having heart palpitations. Y'all. I said, Jim, do you think that maybe oh, y'all, I just touched that. Don't touch it until it's dry. I'll fix it. But yeah, I thought maybe the sauce maybe had some MSG in it or something. It was weird. It was so weird. So weird. Because that's really the only thing it could be. But have you ever had that happen when you eat something that, I don't know. It was very, very strange. Y'all, and yeah, this needed to dry a little more. You got to make sure it's dry really well. Now, if you're not going to put anything over it, it really wouldn't matter, but I'm going to, so it definitely matters. And that little spot right there does not want to dry. Okay, but like I said, I'll fix that little spot, but you'll see the crackle on it. It's so cute. That's crackle, Jess. You see where I touched it? Because it wasn't dry, but I'll fix it. It's easy to fix. So it just kind of looks like it's antiqued. That's it. Just antiqued. Easy peasy. All right, so let's do this side so that it makes sure to dry well. Again, just Elmer's glue or school glue, whatever, white glue. Isn't it cool? I know, it just antiques, whatever. You can just antique something. I love this. I think it's really pretty. My first thing that I did was last year that I crackled, and it was a wooden heart from the Dollar Tree. And I thought, you know what, in honor of doing that, because it was kind of when I first started doing Chocateur, I'm going to do another one. So I bought a I bought one the other day at the Dollar Tree, and I think I'm going to do it just because. Okay, so we'll make sure I don't get it as thick this time. I think we're going to come off with it a little bit. There we go. And I think this time, last time I dried it just a little bit. We're going to see how the technique, if it's better this way. I think last time I did it, I dried the glue just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Just a smidge. Oh, heartburn? I don't get heartburn. I don't get heartburn. Jim does, but I don't get heartburn. I don't know. No, this was true heart palpitations. You know, I've had heart issues in the past, and I was like, you know, your mind starts going crazy with you, and then, like I said, Lisa Marie Presley, you know, Pat, and you just kind of start going, oh, Lord. And that's probably what made it worse, you know. My mind just started running away with me like a loon. But that's probably really what happened. I'll be honest. Crazy, crazy. Okay, so I painted the top again. We'll do like this, and I'm only doing this just because I'm just doing one side at a time. Probably if I wasn't doing a live, I'd probably do the whole thing because that's how I do it. All right, let's dry this one. Dry this side. Oh, Natalie girl, listen, every time I go and open up one of my nursing books, you know, it's not good. Never good. It you know, and sometimes you can have too much knowledge, you know, in certain areas, and I mean that it kind of makes you crazy. Yeah, Jess, it's not good. Yeah, I don't even do it. I'm not the one. Only time I ever even look is I will look at new medications that come out. I still get emails from like oncology and stuff, and I'll look at stuff like that, but other than that, I don't really. Oh no, I can't. I cannot do it. Cannot. It's no, I know people that literally have driven themselves crazy going and Googling what's going on with them. Can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this is really good and dry, y'all, because I do not want to chalk over this and have it pull up. I will wax it. Brandy, I'm sure you have. Listen, it'll really drive you crazy, and especially with what your son is going through. I mean, you'll drive yourself crazy. Like, I feel like sometimes it's, you know, of the devil. It's, you know, sometimes I'm like, really? Why's that got to be on there, you know? Okay, y'all, this is almost dry. I didn't put as much on this side because I wanted it to really get good and dry so that I can... The glue takes the longest to dry, just so you know. It is, Brandy, it is. It's never, you know, I don't know. I mean, everything ends in, well, if you take this, you know, the last line. We all know what that last line says. Every single medicine out there, that last line is that. Who wants to take that? Not me. I'm not the one. You know, who wants to take that? I'll try to be careful not. I think we're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Like I said, I didn't put as much glue on this side. Make sure it's so dry, though. I do not want it messing up. If it messes up, it messes up. You guys get the gist of how to crackle, right? I don't think it's going to, though. I think we're fine. You just got to make sure that it's really, really good and dry. So that's that side. Isn't that so pretty? And I will, like I said, do the ends. I will do the ends. but not right now, just because I don't want y'all to have to see. But you see the technique for the ends. But I do need to fix that because you're going to be able to see that if I don't fix it. Sandy, I'm not, see? And you're like, wow, why do you got to tell me that 5 times? I get it. You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of go, okay, I get it, you know? If this medicine has an adverse reaction, we all know. We all know. But we all know they also have to CYA, which is, you know, cover their booties. We all know that. So, okay. And I'm fixing this little part just a little bit. Okay. So all I did was I just put a little bit of glue, okay, a little bit of paint, dry that part, and we should be good to go. Just like that. So crazy though, yeah, y'all. I think they're always just trying to scare the bejeez out of us. Hey, Carly! Carly, I don't know why in my head I didn't realize where you live, girl. I mean, I know you had told me, like, you know, in the vicinity. I don't know. Anyway, we go there probably, I told you, maybe 4 or 5 times a year. Yeah, Natalie, yes. Yes, the ones for watery eyes, yes. Listen, it cures your watery eyes, but now your eyelids literally fall off. That's the kind of craziness that I'm always like, what? Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and live with dry eyes. It's just crazy, some of the stuff. It'll drive you nuts. It'll drive you crazy. I got that a little thick, but that's okay. It's going to crackle. I just want it to crackle good. Let me turn it down. Make sure it's good and dry and crackle. There we go. We're good. It's been chill. You know, I found, Carly, y'all have about the same weather we do here in North Georgia. You know, y'all pretty much have that same, the same weather. That's why my husband had talked about moving there when we retired. I'm like, no. What's the difference in there and where we live? No, honey, we're not. No. No, thank you. We need to go further. Further south. Okay. So I'm also going to just quickly hit the top of this. I'm not crackling the top. There's really no need. I just really want to, I'm just lightly painting it, and then I'm going to dry it and then kind of sand it off a little bit. Just to kind of cover up some of that brown. But I'm not going to crackle it. Kind of, I don't know. I don't see the necessity to crackle something that small. You can. You definitely can crackle around the top. Oh, yes, Lori. Jessica, listen, yes. I said, I made this, you know, the other day when it was kind of cold, and I was like, I'm wearing this today because it's in my spirit. Literally freezing to death. So, Carly, my husband's favorite restaurant, probably, I'm going to say in the world. And my husband's been all over the world. He was military. But it shows y'all, remember, he has a 5-year-old palate. Don't forget, 5-year-old palate. His favorite restaurant's McGuire's. Every time we go there, I mean, we're going to McGuire's to eat. It's just that simple. Just that simple. Alright, y'all, so let's dry this. We're good and dry. A little piece right here. Oh, Natalie, seriously. Seriously. Yes. It has mental health issues, for real. Okay, then I'm just going to take my sanding block just a little bit to the top. I'll show you what that looks like. So you see, I brought back some of that brown on top. So really, it goes with my crackle. Not a big deal. Oh, yeah, girl, yes. Yes, me too. I love it. Love it, love it. We've been going there for years. We did go to Panama City for a long time, but for the past several years, we've been going to Destin, and we love it. Okay. So, let me get this stuff out of here, and let's chalk this up, y'all. Let's use our really cute transfer. Okay, so don't forget, these transfers this size, okay, there's 3 of them on there, also fit our blocks that are just now back in stock. So this is one side of that block, and you see how thick our blocks are? That's one side, and then I did the other with my Christmas. So these, here's the Christmas ones, okay? So I did it that side, and then, oh, I had that one upside down. And then on this side was the home decor, just the general home decor on this side, okay? So cute. And so this fits our blocks perfectly, okay? So tonight's word is jar, J-A-R. Yes, Carly, girl, please. Come on now, you speaking my love language, talking about a donut. Girl, I love donuts. And these hips, they don't love them at all, but I sure do love donuts. But yes, they fit those perfectly, and they just came back in stock. So anyway, we are going to wax, y'all, because this crackle, I do not want it to come off, and that is what our wax does, is it kind of protects that surface. Aren't those pretty? You talk about the blocks. I know, they're pretty. And like I said, that transfer fits perfectly, which is why I love it. You know, it's great. So, if you type in the word jar, I'll send y'all some information. And you can add now these to the cart. I did not add them because I'm not actually working on them. So I didn't really feel like that was right. But you can certainly add them if you wanted to. Oh, Carly, just message me, girl. Message me and I'll send you the link. And, yes, you're going to love it. Love it, love it. Let me make sure that's dry right there. I don't want that peeling up. Oh, yes. Jess, that's the best one, I'm telling you. Okay, I got you. Is it Stacy Herman? Or is it Herman Stacy? But I got you. I will send you some information. I'm just heating this wax up a little bit. I really want to make sure that this surface is good so that I don't peel it off when I go to chalk it. So on this, I'm just putting forever. You are my forever. And I'm kind of gonna, we're going to see. I don't know what that word was. Kind of. Herman Stacy. Gotcha. Okay. I will send you some information. All right. Let's cut this apart, y'all. And y'all, we do have a special right now. Remember to get that free kit. We have a free Creative Start kit that's free with a purchase, so y'all don't forget about that either. That is a great deal, and that's the one that I made this out of, and oh, I don't have it up here, but yeah. Now, y'all, we're gonna fuzz this really well because this is new. It's super sticky, and again, that crackle is a different kind of material, okay? So, or a different kind of something that I'm working with. So you really want to, hey Sarah, how are you, girl? You really want to make sure that your transfer, because they're super sticky, is not going to peel off that crackle. So you make sure that you fuzz, which is just putting lint on these, and you make sure you wax really, really well. Okay, that simple. All right. Now, this curly Q is not going to fit. I'm okay with that. I'm going to probably just kind of stop it. I'll figure out a spot to kind of stop it. And not, I'm going to kind of get it in the middle. I think right there were good. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I kind of put this in the middle, and I'm only going to probably do to about right there, you know, just so you can kind of see it's still an F, but it won't have that curly Q. You can do whatever you want to do. Oh, so all this is it's like a terry cloth on one side, and then this side is a microfiber. This side dries the back of your transfers. And yeah, they're in the store as well. Now you can also use a t-shirt. I've used when I first started, I actually used a pillowcase, an old pillowcase, and it worked fine. So you can use whatever. But yeah, those are great too, though. I love them. And I like it because I can dry my transfer. So, y'all, I'm using my beautiful Storm. Again, I kind of want this. These are my colors for my bedroom, y'all. I don't know if y'all see my tray that I did for my bed with last month's club, or not last, yeah, it was last month's club. But it turned out beautiful. And, it was these colors. My room is kind of creams, gray, and kind of a mint, but a little bit darker than a mint, but not quite a teal. I don't know. Who knows? All right, y'all, so just chalk this on. Get your excess off. Put your remainder back in your jar. And listen, in the cart of information that I will send y'all, not pretty. That's what I wanted. I really just wanted something not stark, not, you know, not really bright, nothing crazy. That's what I wanted. I really just wanted something, you know, like that. And this again is going in my room, so yeah, that's what I wanted. But anyway, the colors that I put in the cart, they're actually it's a sample pack of a bunch of different colors. Has the Storm in it, but it also has some other really pretty, kind of homier, muted colors. You can certainly change that as well. I always just like to put that one in there because it's, I like to put that one in there. Yes, Jess, me too, girl. Me too. Okay. So on this side, I'm just putting the infinity, okay? Honestly, this side you're not going to see, but I want to see it. And so you never know with me, I might just switch it around and change it. So I just want the infinity on that side. Because it's going in my bedroom, I didn't want to put the family on it. I know it may sound crazy, but I didn't. I just want, this is kind of, you know, symbolic for my husband and I. I used to have, y'all, before we moved here, my old house, I actually had pictures of my kids. This might be TMI, so I don't know, you might want earmuffs. But our bed faced our dresser, and above our dresser, I had a shelf, you know, that Jim had made me. And I had the pictures of my kids, like each one of my boys when they were little, I had a picture of them up there. And, y'all, he made me move them. He said, I feel like they're watching us. Y'all, I said, wait, no sense whatsoever. None. So, from that day forward, everything became about us in our room. He's crazy. Okay. So, I'm just putting this in the middle. And y'all, with this, I'm only going around the silk screen area because I don't want to give this a chance to pull up any of that crackle, okay? So I'm just kind of going around the silk screen area only, making sure that it's really down good and not all of it. All that really matters is that around the silk screen area, that's really what matters anyway, so. Okay. So pretty. See how simple? I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm a kind of a muted kind of girl. I like kind of the muted colors. I do love flowers though, so you're gonna see the flowers. Carly, he felt that way, girl. I didn't even think about it. I mean, I was just like, well, I mean, this baby's got here somehow, so I mean, you know, it kind of in his bedroom. I was like, what? He's so funny. But then on the other side of that, just another TMI, when our youngest was born, our other one we had in the military, and so our bedrooms were literally like right beside each other, and I didn't sleep with a baby monitor on because literally our rooms, I didn't need to sleep with a baby monitor on. Yeah, I just didn't. I sleep 3 hours a night, didn't need to do it. But, oh, Sarah, that is just it's a wooden S from Ross, so it's wooden, and I just stenciled. I used one of our transfers, our vintage rose. I just used the transfer on it. Okay, y'all, so this is good and dry. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put these in here, okay, just like this. And here's what I've got. I'm going to use, I've got these 3 ribbon. This one's kind of a little bit of it's kind of a rosy pinkish color, but real muted. And then these 2. This one's sheer. I'm not sure about that one yet. And then I'm going to use some raffia for it as well. But here's my flowers, y'all. Wait till you see these. Aren't these gorgeous? Aren't those pretty? So these 2 I actually got out of the Michael's grab boxes, which FYI, I heard that they are at there right now. So yours might have them. You might want to check them. They're $10 now a box. But these were the fall Halloween boxes. I got those out of. And then these 2, oh wait, this one was another one. That was out of there too. This bunch I got at Walmart. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our, let's go ahead and do our ribbon on here. So yeah, y'all, we had a monitor in our bedroom, and like he didn't want him seeing us. I couldn't hear him breathing. Y'all know what I mean. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It drove me nuts. I was like, Jim, turn the monitor off. He's like, no, I can't. I'm like, you better. I need to see from my living room. Oh, yes. That would be really pretty, Sarah. You know, Ross had those, but I'm sure other places have them too. That would be really pretty. Yep. My name is Shonda. My last name is Stone. My husband's is Koval. I try to do everything in C, but y'all, I didn't take his name when we got married almost 30 years ago. I was in school, I was in college, and you know, I just didn't want to. I'm terrible. And now it's been too long. But yeah, so I was like, well, the S, a friend of mine gave it to me, and I was like, it kind of goes with both. Shonda Stone. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to just take this messy raffia, which is just beautiful. I love it. And I'm going to just kind of do it like this. And then I am also going to, go ahead and just wrap this. Hold on. Set this over here. I really want to make a really kind of, really full kind of bows, but it may not happen. Because I want to tie it around here. I don't want to just glue it on, and it's kind of harder when you kind of have to do it that way. Or I think so anyway. Y'all know I'm not a bow maker, okay? So all I really want to do is just add a little something to these. And I'm going to put this on the back. I'm not going to use, I've decided I'm not going to use the teal one. I think it'll take away from this teal on the jars. So I'm not going to do that. So what color are y'all's bedrooms? Do y'all do like bold colors? Do y'all do muted colors. What do y'all do? I also love beach theme, but I can't do beach theme at my house because it'll depress me. I'm gonna do these tails longer. I want them long. I kind of want it to, I don't know. I just think, like, I'm not gonna do a bow on this. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Yeah, there we go. But I am going to take this and kind of bring back that just a little bit, just like that. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Okay, then I'm gonna take this one and do the same. This one's ribbed, so cut in X's. I have beach theme cream. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, girl, I would too if I lived down there. Are you talking about X's for like and glue it on? Is that what you mean? And glue it on the, yours is tan, Sarah. Beautiful. I love those. I'm not really a white, you know, I've told you I don't really decorate in white. I think I'm gonna go with it just like this, y'all. And I'm not gonna use raffia. We're gonna stay like this. This is simple to me. Yes, Carly, now I do love messy bows. You know, I do, when I make bows, normally that's kind of the bows I make. But for this, I kind of just want to, I know it's crazy, but like romantic keeps coming in my mind. Listen, that's not really what I am, but I like the colors. Tan walls and teal. Oh, so this teal really speaking to you, huh? All right, let me go ahead and do this before I do that. All right. Let's do this one. I took more time making the bow than necessary. Let me see over here. My bathroom, I just did black and white. Oh, pretty, Sarah. Yes, Carly. So, yeah, my decor is, you know, I've said before, it's French country. So even though I have a ton of flowers everywhere, the simplicity of laces and things like that really speak to me. I could live as a princess in a palace. You know, with all, well, not the gaudy decor. No, listen, I like gaudy decor too. But more of the, I need the, you know, the cottage they have. You know, their getaway cottages that they have. That's what I really need in my life. In France. You know, in France. Just for a little while, though, because I really like people, and I can't be out in the cottages. I couldn't handle it. Oh, no, Michelle. Probably, you know, those babies. Those little babies. Give us some heeple creeples sometimes. Okay, so let's get this. Now, I have this stuff that I brought home from work that I package all my stuff in from my Amazon store. And I'm just going to kind of put it down in here, maybe, possibly. Yes, yes, Carly. Man, the French country just to me is just so, I don't know. It's my mom. I think I grew up that way, you know, roses. You know, this color, this right here, would have been in my mama's house growing up. It still would be in my mama's house growing up. She has a sofa that is literally nothing but flowers in her formal living room. So, yeah, I mean, you know, always, yeah. All right, so I'm just going to cut these off. I don't know. We're just going to kind of play with this for just, let me see what I got. We're going to go down a little bit further, y'all. And then, it's really good. It sticks kind of down in there really good. Hold on. That's not the one. I have two of these ones. I was so excited when I got these in that Michael's box. I was like, oh my God. These are speaking to my heart. And they're real, they're kind of, I don't know if you can see the shimmer on them, but they're really, really pretty. Oh, hey, Kathy. Thank you, girl. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you caught me live too. Listen, I just was on there and I was like, gosh, a lot of people are live right now. So who knows? You just never know, you know. A lot of the crafters that I watch and love, and they're on right now too. So listen, if y'all are like me, you just kind of flip back and forth and you see what you like and you know, that's just what you do. Okay, so these, I'm just going to kind of, we're just going to kind of split it apart. Just like that. And cut these. This is probably the hardest part of this whole project, y'all. Just cutting these. But you listen, y'all, again, tonight's word is jar. Jar is tonight's word for the supplies. I kind of want that big one kind of front and center, but let's cut it a little tiny bit of it off. But I want him in the back. And kind of be our, I just know I'm catch one of these to the eye. It'd be so bad too to be on live and do that. That'd be so horrible. And listen, y'all could do these in whatever color you wanted, you know, just whatever. I really just want to show y'all how you can make over something and use our transfers in so many different ways. All right, let's get that one in there. Well, piece came off. Y'all, this was probably, I picked up a couple of these. I absolutely love this. This was a fall foliage at Walmart, but the colors are absolutely gorgeous. They really remind me with this wheat. This really reminds me of like I said, a French country cottage. One day I'm gonna go see one in real life. I'm probably making the best faces ever. You know, you got to make a face to get things to really work. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a face, y'all. All right, let's see what this one. I'll kind of mimic it. Kind of. This one's got a few little things right here. Okay. Let me get this down here. Hold on. There we go. I was like, why are these so sticking up so far? Okay. And I'm just going to stick this back here. All right, y'all. Here we go. Is that not gorgeous? Just a little decor redone for your bedroom, for, you know, living room, whatever you wanted to do it in. But I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, I will do my sides. I will crackle those. And then you also have your infinity on the back. So that's it. Thank y'all so much. Yes, isn't it pretty? Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is right up my alley. Now I'll mess with these flowers 5,629 times. But anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. I know this was a longer one. I try to only do the longer ones like this on, you know, on a Friday night or a Saturday night. So anyway, thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Carly. And tonight's word again is jar. And I will send y'all some information on how to make yours as well. I will see y'all later. One day this weekend I'll be back on. And I hope y'all have a great weekend and stay warm. Don't freeze. See y'all.